Welcome back, one and all, to Dynne Plays Dragon Quest IX. On the last episode, it was an episode of flashbacks. We had a single flashback from the ghost that's been haunting our steps. She promised to open up a burrito bowl shop, or something to that effect. We have to go to the Bowhole, and we'll do that as soon as we finish picking up mushrooms, because if there's nothing in this world that matters more than mushrooms, I don't know what it could possibly be. No, I don't want rhinos. Go away, rhinos. This is not the time. We'll fight the rhinos later. I am keeping on top of the bestiary entries because there are plenty of new monsters that we will fight. I'm trying to space it out, trying to plan better. But we need to go to Western Wormwood. This is an entirely brand spanking new area that we haven't shown off before because it's new and we haven't had a reason to come over here before. There are plenty of grape gruffins, even though they're green. Grapes are green. Normally when you refer to grape, you mean purple, but grapes are also green, which is good because green grapes are delicious. This is all over the place. I need to get back into the swing of things. It's been a hot minute since we've done Dragon Quest personally, but no one cares about that. We're here, we're going to the Bowhole, and we need to get Serena? Sephiroth, that's the name. My brain completely blanked, but you know, that happens a lot. My brain, the first episode of a recording session is always the worst. But we are going up to a new location. This is pretty much a straightforward path. And again, there are new enemies over here, specifically that skeleton soldier, but we won't worry about them right now because we have stuff to do. A sign! I love reading signs. Warning! Keep out of the forest to the north. There are terrifying things in that forest. You don't want to face them. You never want to face them. Please, if you can read this, if you can comprehend this, please turn away. Unfortunately, I don't listen to signs because I can't read. Or, well, several of my companions can't read. And, well, where they go, I go because they're a part of my flock. You can decide for yourself who has the ability and who does not have the ability to read. Welcome to the Bowhole. This is the Bowhole. Look at this. Look at this map. It's a map of the Bowhole. Welcome. There are monsters here as well, and, well, I guess we have to fight these things now. Sure, that's all right. We can do both of these, I suppose. Skeleton soldiers and harmers. We love these harmers. Skeleton soldiers, despite their bony visages, are appreciated and beloved members of the communities that adopt them. They were so committed to honor and chivalry in life that those morals have carried over to their afterlives. Not needing food, water, or sleep makes them ideal protectors to their communities. Usually they travel in groups of 5, and they make sure to set up guard schedules and lookout posts around their chosen villages to ensure the best protection possible for said villages. Harmers are notorious card sharks. They've been universally banned from all casinos, bars, and strangely, hotels for all of their extortion schemes. Their black and red coloring denotes their love of the colors of the cards they scheme with. If you are ever unlucky enough to get up close and personal with harmers, you will be able to see the masterfully engraved hearts and spades on their armor. If they're in a good mood, you should be able to divert their attentions by speaking at length about the sheen and luster of their armor. They're all terrifyingly suave enemies. Like, look at the dichotomy of the colors between the harmers. It's just like, it's like perfectly painted. Plated. Would that, if you painted something that you plated, like, you know how you have, like, gold plating? Would it make it entirely useless if you painted that as well? Because, like, if you were to gold plate a bit of metal and then paint over it, it would be as if the entire gold plating process is pointless. These enemies are strong. We're getting to the point where we might need to train up some more of our dudes. And we will eventually get to that point because, well, these enemies are quite tough. Harmers specifically have quite a high level of defense, so physical attacks like, say, 1 damage, multi-slash, ooh, that's dangerous. Yeah, that's a 4-hit combo. That can be very dangerous if you get unlucky with that. Luckily for us, we have an incredibly powerful gladiator king, and we can destroy even the most dangerous of harmers. They will harm you if you're not careful. Nuts! Level 32. Fantastic. Look at those stats. Look at those delectable stat increases. Nice. 6 entire skill points. What do we want to do? Is faith the thing that we were focusing on? That magical mending, though, that plus 60? What was, oh, I wanted that get up to 76. Right. That's what we wanted. That plus 30 with attack is definitely going to come in handy. So the next level up or the level up after the next one will give us enough to get to plus 30 attack, which would be fantastic. No items, but that's fine. We'll deal with another sign. Dynne reads the sign. Herein bides the keeper of the path of light. Faint-hearted fellows, away and take flight. Unfortunately for you, I don't believe in the ability to do that. Is there any secret messages on the back? He's standing on the wrong side and can't read what it says. Well, unfortunately for me. Chest. Okay, at least the skeletons are kind of one... Ooh, more chests. Special medicine. Get out of the staircase. The skeletons can only travel in one direction, because, you know, they are skeletons. They're pretty cool dudes, but they're not exactly the smartest of creatures. Wow, 3 blue chests? Mini medal! Oh, I need to go back to the pirate. Should I... I'll go back to the pirate as soon as we're done in the blowhole. Because... a bowhole. Bloody Manguinis. Have we fought Bloody Manguinis before? I don't think we have. No, I don't think we have. The omniscient tomes can interrupt me now. Bloody Manguinis got their name not for any dietary habits, but because they are universal blood donors. All Bloody Manguinis have O-negative blood, and the rate they replenish lost blood is exponentially faster than humans. All this makes them rather appreciated patrons of local hospitals, especially ones in rather out-of-the-way locations like the frozen Snowburian mountain ranges. Having spent much of their time in hospitals because of their frequent donations, they've also become rather popular with the younger children who love getting taken for short flights by the Manguinis. If I haven't, but if I have done it, that was just an awkward pause that I artificially introduced to the video. Doesn't really matter though. Dynne, I need you to split their helms, because if Twilight Princess has taught me anything, it's that when you come face to face with skeletons and lizards, you have to split their helms. Bolts, can you attack this one as well? Nice job, Bolts, that 56 damage. They got really big jaws. They're a fan of the movie. They base their entire personality over that. It's just like, jaws, that's perfect. You're going for the jugular? No, please don't bite my neck. I don't want to turn into one of you. Unhinge my jaw and I'll be like, oh, you're mine now. Wait, they can, oh, they're like vampires. They take HP. I didn't realize. It's been a hot minute since we fought vampires. Ever since our days moonlighting as Abraham Lincoln. It's a bit of a crazy experience. Die, Manguini. You're like a bloody mango. What is this, like a blood orange? That's an actual fruit, right? Blood orange. I feel like Terraria has taught me that a blood orange is a thing. Although maybe that's real life. I don't rightly remember. No items, but that's fine. We need to heal as well. I'll heal once we get into the bowhole, because hopefully we can just yoink our way in. Where is the stuff to yoink in? Are there any more chests? I feel like there probably wouldn't be. It's like we already did like 3 of them. Serana! I forget your name. There's another path. What's over here? Skeletons. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to deal with them. Hi. I'm a ghost. Well, you're a ghost. I'm a person who sees ghosts. I'm a ghost whisperer. I'm a medium. This is the place you meant, isn't it? Yes, it is. The thing with the swirling miasma. If only I had Percival from Xenoblade 2, then I'd be able to be like, go away, shadows! And then they would be so confused about why I was talking to shadows that they just vanish. Because Percival has Dark Mastery as a skill in that game, and that gets rid of... Anyway, sorry, I'm distracted. I know the spell you need to break this magic seal. Heed the word of one wormward born. Open the path of light for he who seeketh the way to up over. Answer my prayers. I'm very glad that this magical barrier of dark miasma will listen to the dead, because, like, imagine if anyone had forgotten the incantation, or just remembered it slightly wrong, and time, as is its wont, just skirts on by, and just everyone forgets the incantation. And then you'd be like, how are we gonna get in there? We need to get in there to get to the local, I don't know, 7-Eleven. And it's like, I can't. There's no way to get into the local 7-Eleven. Everyone who knew the password died. And that was it. It's a good thing the dead work like this. Well, that's my work here done. You're on your own from here on in. I must be on my way. I've got to find that dude. I can't rest. Not until I find my dude. My bro. My Corvus. Well, good luck with that. If he has wings, probably search the sky. Can I go this? Oh, nope, skeleton. Skeleton. I wanted to see what that other path was, but I didn't realize the skeletons would still be here. Skeletons! They need to die. The skeletons are dead. Dynne, in the interim, took a nap because, well, skeletons are apparently quite boring to fight, evidently. Nearly $300. That's incredible. Is Dynne gonna be awake? He is. That's great. I'm glad you woke up. What is over here? A door. It's locked. Oh, well, that's our quick exit then, I suppose. No, more skeletons. Why? I don't want to have to fight more skeletons. It's just a single skeleton soldier. This doesn't even warrant any kind of thought. It's just bop, 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 bop. Oh, well, that's the attack that puts people to sleep. It's such a boring show of swordsmanship, too many S words right there, that it puts people to sleep. It's just like, this is a sword. Wow, 200 damage. That's powerful. We are quite powerful. No items, though. I really enjoy how powerful gladiators are. We'll probably switch out our classes at some point. At some point we will. Welcome, formally, to the Bowhole. The inside. Oh, I remember. A ghost. That's not what I was about to say. I have to jump down a hole. And I genuinely do not remember which hole. Do you have anything to say? You're not a quest giver, which is interesting. Excuse me? Do you know where we are? We're in the Bowhole. This is a burrito bowl shop, or at least it was back in my day. Say what you will about the Giddish Empire, but their burrito bowl restaurants, they were really good. It's kind of, it was like the only good thing about them, but they were really good restaurants. What is a burrito? Yeah, what am I doing in a place like this? I don't know how I ended up here. The last thing I remember, I was trying to come up with a really original new dance, and I was in the middle of practicing it. But then my friend said it wasn't original and it was just weird. Apparently that much emphasis on feet is strange to many people. We had a big fight about it and then, well, it doesn't matter now, does it? Whatever happened, I'm dead off the back of it. Tell you what, shall I teach you the dance and you can see if you think it's weird or not? Yeah, let's do that. Here, just do what I do. First, take off your shoes, and then take off your shocks. And then your socks. Shock socks. It's like shock trooper vests, but for your feet. And then do this. Twirl around, pony style. What are you doing? The windmill? What is this? This is such a straight... Dynne, what has possessed you? Bon para para, bon para para, bon para para. I feel the need to go find a dragon. It's a great new dance with a really good chance of getting everyone swinging their pants. Why do you want people to take off their pants? All it needs is for you to showcase it a bit, and then before you know it, it'll be a worldwide hit. Next time I'm in Gleba, I'll bring it to the dancers. Maybe they'll be beneficial. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, raise the roof. This one. Down we go. Why was there staircase sounds? Pots. I've chosen correctly. A red box. There's nothing in that. A statue. Hi, statue. I can touch you. It's a scary looking... It's not that scary. Oh, God. Mummies. Oh, God. We're going to have to fight creatures. Creatures beyond count. Blood mummies. I can do this. These are blood mummies. It's a single thing, but they're fine. They're lonesome creatures. They look so adorable and delicious. Unfortunately, their deliciousness will not save them from me. Blood mummies come from a long line of matadors. Clad in crimson bandages, these mummies are the natural enemies of all bovines. People come from all over the world to see the masterful Crimson Corraller at work. His most profitable event ever held consisted of him miraculously stacking 17 swinocerises, one on top of the other, all by making them jump on top of each other. The fabled 17th swine stack raised over 1.6 million gold, all of which was donated to animal reservations for the healthy rehabilitation of abused and abandoned swinoceros. Bop, 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 bop it with your vuvuzela. Vuvuzela. They're not the strongest. They're not the bulkiest. They're pretty strong if you can, you know, if they attack you. But in terms of, like, power or bulk, not the best. But that's fine. It's a dock and a jail cell and a blue chest. What have you done to... Oh, special no wonder you locked it up. It's the I got it. Special medicine. Understood. What's in the red one? A prayer ring. Oh, goodie bags. Wow. I was trying so hard to find these things in the Alugazar Plains, and they're just like everywhere here. Oh, a statue. It's another scare. Can I touch their wings? Can I take some of the wings off these dudes? Maybe I can, like, fashion... No, don't touch me. Oh, they'll chase me down. Those harmers are dangerous. What about this statue? It's a scary-looking statue. Are any of these good? What is the point of having all of these... Oh, priest. Ah, we need to fight them. We need to fight all of these cretins. Python priests. They're members of the clergy. Unfortunately, it won't save them because... What is a god to a non-believer? I only follow one god, and he's not as celibate as these priests. Believe it or not, but Python priests are nothing more than a conglomeration of snakes in red robes. Though, to be fair, calling them a conglomeration is slightly disingenuous, as the snakes make up their small but devout clergy. Each aspect of their tiny church is covered by one of the snakes. A single priest, 2 altar boys, a pianist, and a dedicated staff holder make up each Python priest. They travel the world, spreading the gospel of Gorgonzola, their fated prophet who is said to deliver the world from evil. I'm going to blow them all up. I have blown them up. Wow, 100 damage from Boom? I know Boom is a powerful spell, but that seems excessive. Oh, 1 damage? Oh, 12 damage. I got the number 1 correct. Oh, nice critical hit there. Bolts. Sorry, the turban, it throws me off. Wow, I literally just broke that guy's back. Bolts gets to 32 as well. Look at those stats. 200 flat deftness. Nice. Next level up, we'll get over 200 HP, which is great. You wanted... Ooh, right. We have 6 points of HP, or 6 skill points. That'll give us the extra plus 30 attack with the daggers. That is very nice. Yes, please allocate them right away. Bolts' attack when equipped with a knife increases by 30. That is a nice little increase in power. I will gladly take that. Gladly. I do want to explore pretty much all of this because I do want to get all the treasure chests. And would you look at that? A treasure chest. But, ooh, 3,000 gold. If I remember correctly, the Bowhole is quite a large area. I think there might be 3 levels. Oh, this is the secret entrance. I unlocked the door. Okay, so that secret entrance and exit, I suppose. Man, they probably put that dark miasma barrier to prevent people from literally breaking their ankles on the way down. Because, like, I mean, that's a pretty steep hole to fall down. I wouldn't put it past them, the ancients. The door is locked from the other side. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. All right, well, we'll make our way. Why are there so many snake priests? What has this place done that needs to have so many snake priests? There's just even more. Can I run away from these dudes? No, I can't. Can I speed up this encounter? Swoosh! Oh, the wind, it's blowing. I'm quoting Ganondorf. Ow! You just poked me with your staff. Nuts is primed for a coup de grace. Fine, I suppose I'll attack. Nuts, can you coup de grace and heal everyone? Choir of angels. Boom. Bolts, I need you to attack. 70 damage. Nice. Completely enthralled. Who wouldn't be completely enthralled with bolts? At this rate, if we have to continually face so many enemies, the episode is going to run forever. But that's fine. I don't know if I'm going to go to the very bottom of the Bowhole today. In this episode, at the very least. I might. It depends on, again, how many enemies we have to fight. I think I'm only going to show enemies that we need to fight. Although, I suppose the experience is pretty good. But I will say this. On the top, now that we're actually in the Bowhole, there is an enemy in the Bowhole. Door's locked. Oh, I unlocked it. There is an enemy in the Bowhole in some of the deeper levels that we'll get to. We will get to that at the very least. and I'll get out of the mummy's way before it sees us, called a liquid metal slime. And as you might recall from other metal slimes, it is going to be the next enemy that we use to grind for levels. So definitely keep an eye out for that. We need to go to the pirates. If I ever remember to do anything in this world, more agility rings. Not like I don't have enough of those. Can I show that off? You might be wondering why I have 14 agility rings. I needed to steal a 0.78% rarity item from an enemy that had agility rings at like 6.25%. And I needed those items, and I got a lot of agility. It's not an interesting story by any means of the imagination, but I'm just saying, I needed to do a lot of thieving. Go away, go away, go away. Ah, the harmers. I needed to do a lot of thievings, and I ultimately ended up with a lot of rings. It's good for agility, because then I don't, well, it is good for agility, because they're agility rings, but it's good for alchemy, because I don't need to buy any more. Probably forever, because 14 is probably way more than I'd ever need. Die, harmer. But it's good all the same. The item, I needed to hunt whirly girlies because they had pretty Betsies, and I didn't have a picture of a pretty Betsy, so I needed to get one. Anyway, where are we going? We're going down the stairs. That's what we're doing. We need to go down the stairs. Before we continue, miscellaneous. Not a quick save. I need to heal all. What is that purple thing? Oh, it's an aggro sculpture, isn't it? Right, I remember. Oh, yeah, look at that dude. Look at that. Oh, more things. So many things. More enemies to fight. I love fighting enemies. Vulture sculpture, or sculpture vulture, and living statues. We need to fight both of these. These dudes are literal sculptures, carvings, rocks with sentient rocks. Carved by particularly artistic vultures, the aptly named sculpture vulture are masterworks of avian masonry. The vultures that craft these pieces hone their feathers to a razor edge with steel-like strength over many years. This allows them to cut their preferred medium of charoite with the utmost ease. Due to the skill involved in their creation, sculpture vultures oftentimes come alive to offer advice on what they want to look like when the vultures are crafting them. This ensures that no two sculpture vultures are identical while still maintaining the mastery of the craft. Living statues have found their collective calling in construction work, laying the foundation for buildings, operating bulldozers and cranes, pouring cement, and so many more applications are made significantly easier when you employ living statues. You see, companies that employ these stone Goliaths have reported workplace accidents have dropped by 90%. The leading cause of this decrease is that living statues are able to heal any wound they sustain by absorbing a tiny amount of natural earth. This healing factor, combined with their immense physical strength, has made them the premier assets of nearly every construction company. And just because they're so perfectly sculpted does not mean I will spare their lives. Oh, that statue's raising its tension. It needs to go bye-bye a go-go. Wow, those statues are, wow, that is a bulky dude. We did a lot of damage on it. Can someone destroy it? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bolts, for destroying the living statues. It's very good. More blood for the bestiary. By the time this is all over, it will have consumed everything. Sun emblem. Can we do the solar dance? Probably not. I don't have that particular talent. More boxes. There's so many boxes. You definitely want to explore every nook and cranny of the Bowhole, at least the first time through, because there are plenty of loot. No, I wanted to sneak on by you. Nothing new. Vanish. I successfully ran away. Nice. That's good. I love running away from my fights. I probably shouldn't run away. I should probably go for the experience. A landfall, or landslide. Landfall. Oh, landfall. There are stairs over there, and they go down, so we need to go up in this direction. Oh, wow, they can articulate their legs. Is that poison? Poison. Ooh, flurry feather. And more medicine, and money, and gold. And Hephaestus flame. Statues, I need you to articulate your ankles in the other direction. Can you move? Excuse me, sir. Can you move in a different direction? Wow. Oh, I can sneak on by you. Wow, these enemies are aggressive. Oh, Well, I suppose I need to fight you. That seemed like a perfect area for a giant Dracularge dragon to just drop down from the ceiling. More enemies to fight. I'm going to Hatchet Man this one. Despite their immense size, Dracularges have one of the slowest metabolisms of all known dragons. Normally, large dragons have to eat their body weight in food to survive, but Dracularges can survive on a fifth of their weight once a year. This makes them both useful and useless to the Wyvern Coalition. They're useful for manning outposts in areas where food is scarce or difficult to farm, as well as when the Coalition has to deal with outlasting sieges. However, when it comes to active combat, they are quite pathetic, as it takes an immense amount of energy to even swipe their claws at enemies. Everyone, oh man, no damage? Man, Charles, you... Ooh, 50 damage, big damage. Yeah, typically the bigger the enemy, the more damaging it is. Hatchet Man, hacks away like a demon. Nice, 339, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Get eviscerated. Ooh, Charles gets a level as well, look at those stats. 159, 135, 36, pretty good. Pretty good. What skills does Charles get his hands on? 56. Let's put 1 into that. Let's look at Spellcraft as well. 68 for Channel Anger. I don't rightly remember what Channel Anger does for a mage. I think I'm going to just continually pump in the wand skill. Getting that plus 60 MP is probably definitely something to shoot for. And at 70, we're at 62. So we need like 2 more levels. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go with that. We're just gonna pump up wand skill, getting to auto MP recovery. Auto MP recovery with wands would probably be pretty helpful. No, don't cancel the skill point allocation. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. It happens a lot. And the skill point allocation. Charles becomes able to absorb even more MP when attacking with a wand. Fantastic. That's helpful. Definitely helpful. What is in this dragon-guarded chest? A holy talisman. Nice. Are these scary statues as well? It's a scary statue. Wow, I am apparently easily frightened. Liquid metal slime! That's the enemy that we were talking about. I did not expect to find one here. There are easier places to find these. And I'll show it off briefly when we get there. But like, dude, oh, let's hope we could destroy this. I don't know what the priest is going to do. I'm just going to have everyone just full on attack. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do hatchet, not enough MP. Right, that has MP costs. Had I realized, I would have done something else against that dragon. Fine then. We'll do Thunder Thrust against the thing. And then Charles... I guess everyone can attack. And it runs away. I don't know what I was expecting. As living superfluids, liquid metal slimes have absolutely zero friction. This allows them to accomplish very strange feats. They can squeeze through gaps of any sizes due to their biology not having any solid aspects. They also have a tendency to inadvertently climb the walls of rooms until they have left tiny particles of themselves in every nook and cranny. In terms of their combat prowess, liquid metal slimes can't die, which makes them interesting enemies to fight. Since they have no friction, attacks quite literally slice right through them. The best way to deal with these slimes is to simply blow them away. They have no defense against that. But that's fine. That is 69 damage. 69 Python Priests tied into a knot. Oh, and we would have landed the Thunder Thrust as well. Oh, that's sad. Hopefully we can kill one eventually. Hopefully we can. I would love to kill liquid metal slimes to give a absolute metric boatload of HP. And by HP, I mean EXP. More statues that are scary and things. Purple statues, scary statues, down the stairs. Down the stairs we go. Bowhole, basement 3. More Solaire tablets in the ground. Yeah, that's staircase right there is the place you're going to want to do some liquid metal slime farming. I'll show it off once we get there. I think it's literally just a staircase away, but that's fine. Strength ring. Nice. That's pretty good. No, stupid statues. Why? They just descend from the ceiling, and it's terrifying. What is down over here? Is there anything? Oh, there's a red box. Red box. I buy all my movies from there. Ooh, an entire gold bar? Wow, what is that for? Let me get into a safe place. Don't touch me. Statues. Oh, God, they're everywhere. They literally, it's like an infestation. It's an infestation of monsters, I tell you. 65, that's fine. Sculpture vultures, say what you will about their power. They're not exactly the fastest. Yeah, if they're only undersped by gladiators, they're pretty slow. Ooh, Dynne also gets a level. Nice. It's just the level extravaganza. 5 points of HP. Nice. I'll take that. 160 gold, and it drops a treasure chest with a sprig of Narcissus. Suspicious Narcissus. Anyway, that's fine. If you are able to turn the camera, here, actually, how exactly do you do this? If I remember from ye olden days, if you alternate your camera with the bumper and then like stand just so that spawn area right by the menu icon is, that part of the bridge is right there. You can see the enemies spawn in, and ideally, I believe they'll just either walk off past the bridge and despawn, or yeah, they'll just walk off past the bridge and despawn. You could just stand right where I am, and then just more and more enemies will evidently always eventually spawn. And eventually, one of those enemies that spawn will be liquid metal slimes. So this is like the prime way at the current moment to grind out EXP. So if you just stand here, liquid metal slimes will eventually show up. And even if they don't, if there are too many enemies, you could just go down the stairs, reset them really quick, and it'll be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But that's where we're gonna get liquid metal slimes, and hopefully at some point, at some point, probably relatively soon, that's where I'm going to be training up a bunch of my classes for further experience and quests and weapon skills and whatnot. But I want to see what that gold bar does. I know it's important for alchemy, but I don't remember what recipe exactly, because those are pretty rare, I believe. Gold bars. They would be at the end, wouldn't they? Yes. A piece of pure gold that's heartwarmingly heavy. Alchemize it. You can alchemize it, and I do recommend that, but you can also, if you're in a desperate pinch, sell it for 5,000. So it is a gold bar. It's pretty neat, but I'm not going to worry about that. No, I am not. What is our HP looking like? Bolts needs to heal. I think we're very close to the end of the Bowhole, so I am going to heal up, and then we will just continue on, I suppose. I feel like everyone else is good. The MP could be better on nuts, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's continue across this gaping, massive chasm with this how did you build a bridge like this? Like, based on how tall these wooden supports are, because they, like, vanish into the void down there. Where did you get such big trees? Or, like, I don't know anything. This is not exactly a safe bridge. I have many questions. Are these, like... These are like crosses. This is something you'd crucify someone on. I've played enough New Vegas to know that heretics belong on these things. Can I go behind this? Is there anything back here? I can't move the camera. I never knew you could go back there. I don't think there's a point, but it's very strange. Very strange. This is the place where we need to be. This is what we're after, I think. Is there any loot down there? There's just, oh, now see, these things are scary statues. Like, look at the teeth on these things. Look at how fat they are. This just in, based on how fat and how long your teeth are, is how scary you are. Like, look at it. Like, this dude, this is a scary statue. Man, that's a massive arrow. What kind of creature is going to fire a bow that's capable of launching one of those? That's like a ballista arrow. Anyway, interact with the scary statue. Look at this thing. It's got its feet up and everything. It's like it's going to prepare itself to take a whiz. A giant stone statue stands in front of the pedestal. Suddenly, a solemn voice booms throughout the air. I am the keeper of the path of light. He who wishes to unlock the wormward must demonstrate his worth. Oh, the entire thing is... Oh, wow, that statue is statuing. Yeah. I don't think he's preparing to take a whiz. Drong. Oh, it's breaking apart. It's glowing. Oh, did you eat a fig? Is that why you're... Oh, no, you're blue. Wow, look at those teeth. It's a living statue. Go. What, you want to play Go? I'm not good with that. I'm better at Gin Rummy than anything else. This is Gadrongo, and he is the guardian of the Bow of Light. We must put him down to secure our path forward. At the behest of ancient Upovarians, Gadrongo was tasked with protecting the sacred relic that allowed for its wielder to shoot bolts of pure light. It was decided that the weapon needed to be sealed away to prevent the Giddish Empire from obtaining its power. In times of crisis, a chosen champion of Wormwood may seek out the bow, but must pass the martial test posed by Gadrongo. In recent generations, sadly, no one has had the power to wield the blinding bow. For this fight, I do believe we're going to go for even more Helm Splitters, because that does offer the opportunity to lower defense, and that is quite beneficial. Nuts doesn't have to worry about healing, so because of that, I'm going to do one Thunder Thrust and hope for the best. Charles, because we're against the single enemy, I will do Frizzle, a fire-based spell, and hopefully he's not resistant to fire. I suppose we'll find out one way or another. And Bolts, I'm going to give you one Toxic Dagger. I'm so dedicated to getting this to work on some kind of good enemy. We'll get it to work eventually. Are you poisoned? Are you poisoned, Gadrongo? Oh, you dodged. Oh, Charles, you're a beast. 66. Nice, 173. Good on you, Nuts. Helm Splitter and defenses decrease. Very good. Helm Splitter again. Nuts, I'm going to have you do Cattle Prod. I'm not sure if it's a beast by classification, but we'll see. We'll see if it does more or less than 50, and then we can probably tell. Charles, I'm gonna need you... Can you do... I'm gonna give you the opportunity to do Sap, just to see if that works. And Bolts, I am going to give you one other opportunity for Toxic Dagger. 82, are you poisoned? Heartbreaker? 58, wow, that was on Charles as well. Or Dynne. Oh, it's a beast. That did 100. It's definitely a beast. Sap decreases a lot. Nice. That's pretty good. Helm Splitter, 156. That's pretty good. So now we can just attack with everyone. Nuts, I'm gonna have you just normal heal Dynne. Charles, you can do... Ooh, you can just do... I'm gonna try Crackle. I want to see how it handles ice-based attacks. And then Bolts, you can do Assassin Stab, because that does do damage. 97. It's fine. It attacks. It dodged again. It dodged a crit. Nice job, Charles. Man, Charles is an evasion master. 64, it's about the same as Frizzle then. It blocks with its shield. I forgot I could do that. My God, man. I'm going to go for another critical hit because I'm dangerous like that. I like living on the edge. I'm just going to stick with Frizzle then. Bolts, you can do Assassin Stab again. Actually, you can do Toxic Dagger because I want to poison it. 102. Oh, it's enraged. It's going for Bolts. Coup de grace. Oh, I hoped. I had hoped. Do it. Oh, nice job with the crit. Man, she is 2 for 2 on that, which is great. 65. Oh, you get the coup de grace. That's fine, I suppose. 154. Nice. Can you do... You have Hatchet, man. We don't have the power for that. Actually, I'm going to try Parallax to see if we can't paralyze you for Victimizer as well. Nuts, you can just do Cattle Prod again. Charles, might as well do your Ozone. And Bolts, you can do Assassin Stab, because why the heck not? Attacks without letting its guard down. Its rage subsides. 52? That seemed less than the 98 that she did before. I suppose it's fine. Boop. Oh, 58. Oh, without letting its guard down, it's defending. That's why we're not taking not dealing as much damage. That makes sense. Parallax, attack, Frizzle, Assassin Stab. 101. See, that's better. Frizzle, 67. That's good. I am quite confident that we'll be fine in this fight. Unaffected. Nuts is paralyzed. Our healer being paralyzed is unfortunate, but I think we'll manage. You blocked my electric axe move with your shield. How did you do that? Nuts is paralyzed. That is a bit unfortunate. Hopefully we kill it soon. 94, it's attacking. 55. As long as you're attacking our gladiator, we'll be fine. Dynne has got quite a lot of HP. And defenses. Oh, and that's it. There we go. Defeated. Gadrongo is gone. Go. He's gone. That's a lot of experience. 3,000. It's not as much as a single liquid metal slime, but I'll show that off at some point in the future. 3,000. That's $50 more than I found in a random box. Floor 4s ago. Or 4 floors ago. Floor 4s. I try. I really try, but sometimes it just doesn't work. I dropped a treasure. Or, well, the thing dropped it. What are you going to give me? An ethereal stone. That's good for alchemy. So much of this stuff is great for alchemy. It's great. You have demonstrated your worth. I have returned to statue form. I shall reveal unto you the path of light, that you may venture forth to the realm of the mighty Greynarl, hero of the heavens. By the power of light, my ephemeral statue is gone. Oh, Stella. Hi, Stella. Do you know what's going to shoot this giant arrow of light? Yikes. No one said there'd be a flapping great goon to get past. Well, I mean, we really could have inferred. It's like we're going down floor after floor after floor of an ancient dungeon. There's gonna be something at the bottom still. It's like we've seen a thing or two. It's like we went into that house made of stone, gargoyle. We went into a cave, giant spider. We went into a cave, octagoon, hexagoon. Octagoons are later. Don't worry about the octagoons. Well, all's well that ends well, I suppose. He's a goner now because he's the Gadrongo. Yeah, it's a pun. I'm sorry. Sometimes they land, sometimes they don't. What do you think that bow and arrow thing up there is on the pillar? It's an arrow. What do you mean? What do you think the bow and arrow thing is up there on? It's an arrow. It's an arrow for a bow and arrow. That's why they're called bow and arrows, because they're bows and arrow. It's an arrow. Something to do with opening this path of light? Yeah, I guarantee you we're just going to fire it at the sky and the path of light is going to open up. All Ocarina of Time. It's just going to be like, path of light, I can now walk on photons. Let me touch the arrow. I want to do it. Bolts. Once it's done, then you can have it. Not before, after. I know you're eyeing it. I see you eyeing it up. You're giving that thing the side. I'm going to touch it before something else explodes. Dynne examines the pedestal. There's a plaque with an inscription. Yes, plaques usually have inscriptions. Otherwise, they won't be plaques. They would just be sheets of stone or metal. I read what it says because I can read. The path of light in this arrow is sealed, cradled here till a chosen one be revealed. Let fly this bolt o'er the wormward wide, as the way unfolds, boldly onward stride. A gleaming bow and arrow proudly perches atop the pedestal. I only see an arrow. I don't see a bow. Why are there torches still lit? Who lights them? I bet it's Gadrongo. He probably is just like, I need to keep lighting these or else, well, people would not be able to see in the dark. Despite the volumetric god rays. Yes, I will take the bow of light. Look at this thing. It's massive. I've got the wormlight bow. Would you love me if I was a wormlight bow? Yes, I would, because anything that can fire wormlight arrows are massive. Can I look at that? Is that something that's, like, important? The wormlight bow. Look at it. It's literally a bow of light. Where we got the bow, it's like the Master Sword's scabbard. Where is the sheath stored? I know fee, fi, fo, fum. It's just like, I am a sword. But where is, like, it's like, where is the sword sheath? No one knows. It's like, that's the thing that the legends don't tell you. Like, where did the heroes of old go to the bathroom? No one knows. Where is the sword of evil's bane sheath? No one knows. Does anyone care? No. An irradiant item that allegedly opens the way through the wormward. Irradiant. Is it radioactive or is it not radiant? I could not tell you. Not in the slightest. Unfortunately, it's not an extremely awesome, powerful bow that you can equip, which is just makes me sad. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of Dodge, and that'll be the end of this episode. It was a good episode. We beat a boss. We cleared a dungeon. We found some liquid metal slimes that we'll probably slaughter en masse at some point in the future. But we won't worry about that in this episode because this episode is over. There will be no liquid metal slime genocide in this episode. In the next episode, we're going to fire a bow of light into the sky and create a bridge of light over the wormwood because that is the only possible outcome for what comes next. So whether you watch this episode for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of the very mysterious actual bows, but not the arrows. Later.